Hi everyone, thanks for being here. Today's video, Texas Hold'em Dice. So, this game can be played with 2 to 4 players. There is a possibility with 4 players that if you get really lucky or unlucky, depending on how you look at it, that you could run out of cards. If that happens, just redeal. So, here's the materials that you need. You need a 52 card deck. And then for each player, you need 3 dice. For this tutorial, I'm using 3 players as an example. And then you also need just 1 additional dice. Mine are color-coded because that's just the way that it works best for me visually. If all of your dice are the same colors, no big deal. So gameplay works like this. Everyone rolls 1 die to see who has the highest, to see who will deal first. If 2 dice tie and it's the highest number, everyone re-rolls. Otherwise, if 2 dice tie but someone else is higher, that person is the dealer. So after that, one person will roll the common dice. If you know anything about Texas Hold'em, there are common or community cards, and so that will represent how many we share. And then after that, each player rolls their 2 personal dice, and that's how many cards you will additionally get to help you make your best 5-card poker hand. Poker hands, the ranks go like this. It's pair, 2 pair, 3 of a kind, straight, flush, full house, 4 of a kind, straight flush, and royal flush. Okay? And then we also have here the blue die are everyone's scoring die. And what I like to do to start the game is to set all of the scoring die to 6. And the reason for that is if you just aren't paying attention and let's say the game starts and you have a 2, there might be some confusion. Wait, did that person already have 2 points? Or okay, so I like to start it at a 6, and then when you get your first point, 1. If you win your next round, it's 2, and so on and so forth. And the object of the game is to be the first player with 6 victories. Okay, so let's get into it. Green team rolls a 6. There's a 3 for yellow and a 1, so no tie, which means green will be the dealer. Okay, so yellow will be responsible in this round for throwing the common dice, and orange will have the option to cut. I'll just shuffle a couple of times here for brevity's sake. I won't go through my whole routine. All right, so I'm offering the cut to orange. Let's just say they say no thank you. At this point in time, it's the yellow team's turn to roll the common dice. This is how many we will share. Ooh, we're sharing 6. Okay, I hope I have enough room to keep that on camera. Now, this is just personal preference, but when I'm dealing out the common cards, I like to place them in order because you might have a lot of cards in your hand and it really just helps for organization. Okay, so here you can see we have a couple of 10s, we have a possible royal, we've got 3 hearts there. Okay, and so now everyone's gonna roll. Sorry if that went off screen. Everyone's gonna roll their personal dice. And we got some big numbers here. So, me being the dealer here, I'm going to deal all 8 yellow cards right away. So the dealing is a little different than traditional dealing where each player would get 1 card at a time. 9 are going to orange, and then 8 are coming to me. At this point, until the next round, we won't need the cards. So I'm going to, the rest of the deck, set those off to the side. Now, since green was the dealer, I'm just going to check yellow's best hand first. So now we're just trying to pull the 5 cards that make our best hand. I can pull the common die out of there as well. Okay, 3 10s. So really at this point, I'm looking for what I can do to make my best full house. Once I know I have a full house, I'm not looking for a straight or a flush because a full house would beat that. The only thing would be is if I had a straight flush, and I'm looking at these cards right here, and I do not have that. Okay, so I can get rid of the, well, I'll set these off to the side just in case there's some questions at the end. All right, so we have 10s over kings. You always say the 3 of a kind first. Now, over to the orange team's hand. This is not looking excellent. You can see here we have, I mean, that was close. 3, 4, 6, 7 suited with diamonds. So that does mean they can make a flush. They can't make a flush with their hearts because there's only 4 of those. And they can also make a flush here. It looks like without a full house, without a 10 or a pair of anything else, it looks like this is going to be the orange hand's best hand. So it's a king, queen, 9, 8, 6 flush. And last but not least, the green team. Let's see what I can do. Okay, I've got 3 9s, but unfortunately, I've got the queens there too, but you can only make your best 5 card hand. I've got another pair of 2s. Obviously the 10s are there, but so what happened in this round is 10s over kings is better than 9s over kings. So the yellow team would get 1 point. It would then be time for me to pass the deal over to yellow. Yellow would offer me the cut after they shuffled, and the orange team would get to throw the common dice. Well, that's about it for Texas Hold'em Dice. Thanks for joining me. Do all the things all the other YouTubers ask you to do when it comes to their channel. And you guys, take care.